What's good, YouTube? Katana here, and today we got another build video. You know, we're gonna just keep them coming out. And today we got the Stamplar. Now, I'm gonna be brutally honest. Stamplar is it's trash. It's actually trash. Templar's one of the only classes that don't have some really good healing. I mean, don't get me wrong, like Stamblade, you know, they don't have some sorts of mending as well, but at least they got damage, you know. This is supposed to be a healing class, right? And not only does it not have mending, but it also doesn't have damage. Like, so what it had last patch was like going for it. Stamplar specifically was its damage. Like, its damage was great, so you could just, you know, get some decent weapon damage and then focus on your healing. That way it wasn't booty. That's why it wasn't, I would say it wasn't like super low on the tier. Like, it wasn't like on the bottom type shit. Now, honestly, after playing as many classes as I have, and, you know, I've been playing, I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing a lot of ESO. You know, your boy he's got some time off and got some time on his hands, so he's been playing a little bit of ESO and trying to make builds and testing out builds for you guys and things like that. And I mean, let's see, the only Stam class I haven't played yet is a Stamden. So I know you guys haven't seen a Stam Crow or Stam Sword build out yet. I'm gonna come out with those, but the thing is that, like, between all the Stam classes, like, this is honestly the worst. And, like, you saw me scrolling through the passives here just because I was showing you guys that it really doesn't have any source of mending, and the only other class that doesn't have a source of mending would be a Stamblade. But Stamblade, you know, they got their little whoop-de-whoop for healing and stuff like that. So, you know, considering all those things, if you really want to try Stamplar, like, be my guest. If you're a diehard Templar main and things like that, you're like, nah, I'm not gonna quit my main. You should be, I mean, you'll feel the difference or whatever, but you'll be most likely fine this patch. Like, honestly, with this build, these are my unbuffed stats. I know that max stam looking a little low, but you could change a few things to make it higher. But honestly, if you're looking to try out Stamplar specifically this patch, I would recommend not to. I know that may sound a little crazy because it's a Stamplar build, but I'm giving you something that you could pretty easily X with. I'm not gonna lie, you could pretty easily still X with this. Just on a one-on-one situation, you might have a little bit more of a tougher time because you can't really press an opponent like that. But on Xing situations, it won't be that bad, honestly. So these are the stats I'm buffed. I have 17 health, 47 stam. I'm using Lava Foot, and I'm using the Warrior. Now, the reason why I'm using the Warrior is because I was testing out a few different builds, and one of those builds included Malakath. And it's actually crazy because the build I put on was basically 3 damage sets, and typically on any other class, if I would have put it on, I would have one-shotted people. When I put it on my Stamplar, it hit, but it was most definitely not one-shotting people. So yeah, I'm just, you know, that's why I got the Warrior on. You could switch to Shadow if you feel like it, but that's all up to you. Because obviously when you jab, your critical rating goes up, so you could benefit from it. Now, going on to the actual build, you're going to probably be like, what the fuck? But it is what it is. So we're using Lava Foot, like I said. You could use Dubious or a Tam in replacement. I'm using tripods. These are some new tripods that well, it's not really a tripod, but it's a new pot that my friend put me on. I'm not gonna lie, if you didn't see my last video with the Stam Decay, I recommend you try this on the Stam Decay if you're Argonian. I'm just saying. So the actual sets now, we got a New Moon Maul in the front bar. New Moon, it's a really good damage set, and these poisons, I'm not gonna lie, my friend put me on. I don't even know how to craft them, so if you ask me in the comments how do you craft them, I have no idea. No idea. Again, I most of the time just use crown store poisons or no poisons at all. Oh, my inventory is full. But I really can't switch it. Anyways, the glyph I have on here, though, is a shock damage glyph for that minor vulnerability. And then I have Ponate's back bar. It's pretty normal. Then I'm using 1/1 for even more damage. So 1 piece Veladreth, 1 piece Kina. And then my other set is Eternal Vigor. Now, this is a very basic setup that it's, you know, a lot of Stam builds use. And it's all infused weapon damage, the jewelry. And I know it's a build that I would prefer to have this max Stam. Just pointing that out. So you can pause the video anytime. It's all in pen. I would say you don't really have to have these max health glyphs on here. You can make them triglyphed. Only reason why they're max health for me is for the fact that just too lazy to change it, to be honest. But honestly, I tried out quite a few different builds. Don't mind the slows, but you know, I even went as far back as to like try some old school shit on some hulking and hundings and things like that. And I'm like, I tried so much different shit, and truthfully, this is probably the best setup you could do for like all around shit where you don't have to keep changing up your build over and over and over again. This would probably be the builds that you would use. Now, front bar, jabs, binding javelin. This is a flex spot. You could change this to a different CC if you want. Like, for example, turn evil. Just be aware that turn evil costs a lot of stam. So it's all up to you whether you're good at sustaining your stam or not. We got Power of the Light, Rally, Executioner. It is pretty much a must on a Stamplar now, because, you know, with jabs being slowed and then Power of the Light not hitting as hard as you want it to, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good combo. You jab, then while you have Power of the Light up, and as soon as that Power of the Light's about to go off, you just execute, and you know, most of the time you just kill someone with that. But and then DB as a front bar, back bar, Temporal Guard as the ultimate, and again you could switch this out for the Sorting Board ult. You could put even Werewolf right there. I mean, I don't transform into Werewolf, I just use it for extra stamina recovery, but it's up to you. Also as a front bar ultimate, you could use Crescent, but I don't know if I would recommend it too much. It's okay. It's not crazy. It's pretty okay though. It's pretty okay. And then we got Cleanse. We got our Rune. We got Elude. We got Vigor. We got Ransack. Now, instead of Ransack, you could put Repentance here for more sustain, or you could put down Razor Cult Drops, especially when you're Xing. It's pretty good. It's a pretty decent AoE, and they changed it so it doesn't cost as much as it used to. So, you know, you put that AoE down, and then boop, 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 jabs. It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. It, what does it do? Yeah, it does the Major Fracture like I thought, yeah. So, you know, with the Major Fracture stacked with the Minor Fracture, it helps out a lot. But most of the time I just use Ransack, because Ransack does the Major Fracture as well, but you also get minor protection from it too, so it's up to you. Your choice. Now, CP, you could change it to what you like, and you can pause the video at any time to see what my CP is. Now, I have contemplated on taking out some of my CP in my blue tree and changing it so I could put more into Bless, so I could have better healing. And the thing about that is like, your damage is already pretty subpar, so I've been just trying to make it work with the heals that I got. Honestly, I have too much into resistant right now because I'm basically in full impen. So if I were to probably change this, it would probably be something like, I need one more point, and I think I'll have around 2.9k 3k crit resist. Let me just double check. Yeah, 3k crit resist. See, so with this CP setup, if you're in full impen, this was what it'd be: 37 quick recovery, 43, 43, 44, 72, and 31. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I used to always try for all my builds to get reinforced this passive up here, but you know, for certain classes and builds, I kind of just prefer to just go for that quick recovery. Kind of say fuck it to this. But if you like, I'm letting y'all know that this is a pretty good passive from the CP tree right here. Reinforce that little damage shield, because sometimes when you're blocking, especially with temporal guard, even on a stand build, it kind of makes that shield a little bit more thicker, if you know what I mean. Alright, so that is the build. If you're new to the, oh actually hold on, let me show you guys. Actually, I guess with just Riley, that's what that is. So hold on. I don't know why I got into combat with that, but basically front bar, that's the stats. Pretty good recovery, good weapon damage, and mind you, our health recovery does go up when we're low health. Alright, and then back bar stats. So it's pretty tanky, especially since I'm a Nord. I'm pretty tanky. Honestly, if you were an Orc, it'd be pretty good too. Orc, you'll have more damage, you'll be faster, you'll have more max stam. You just won't have the same amount of resistances and things like that. But that is the end of the video. Now it is. Like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.